today I'm going to tell you a little bit about Duskin saddles and the girthing arrangements and how that works with our flexible tree. So to do that, it's easier if I take this apart and show you just the girthing without the panels. So to do that, we're going to use a 4mm Allen key, and we have one bolt at the front, a bolt just here in the gullet, and a screw at the back, and then our panel is removed. I'll show you on one side. So if I pull all the girthing out, you'll see we have a V which comes from the front to near centre of the saddle, and we have a second V from the centre to the back. Now normally on wow saddles you would see the girthing arrangement both start at this point here. One comes to the middle and one comes to the front, so they're effectively like overlapping V's. But with the Duskin, having a flexible tree, we want to be able to pull the middle down to make it conform more to the horse, or we need to pull both ends down to make it conform to the horse if it's a flatter horse. Because obviously the tree being flexible, it will mould to the horse's shape. It's not just the tree that's taking the rider's weight, I have to emphasise here, because this panel and this whole area is what's dispersing your weight. So it's much, much larger than even a Western saddle would supply you with as far as bearing surface is concerned. So these V's are what we call running V's. So you can see how the tension is equalised between both parts of the V with the slider. Now, you'll also notice we've got some extra straps on here. And these extra straps are if we want to emphasise the pull towards the back, which is basically what most people would call a back balance strap. So you can just literally attach this, otherwise it's just literally floating. We would tuck it under the gullet leather here, and it would be in the flap like so, and it's not going to move. But if I want to employ it, I can pick that up, I can pull that up and put it onto the fixing point that we use for our panel, and that's how we then get a pull only from this point here and not pulling the middle down. Now, you might just choose to use that one, or you might choose to use both, or just the front one. This is a point strap. Now, what you're going to do is effectively, again, by employing this, you're going to put this onto that panel fixing point there, and that will screw on like so. And what that's done is pulled this slider off the bottom of the V again, so you're only going to get pull on the front of the saddle. We've actually found with the Duskins that this panel stroke tree arrangement is much more stable on horses. In other words, we found that horses that may require a point strap, for instance, don't seem to require a point strap as often. So in other words, the girthing arrangement seems to be doing the job of stabilising and keeping that saddle more still than perhaps on conventional saddles and even on the wow arrangement. So you may well find, don't automatically think that just because your horse has a point strap that you need it. I would advise people to try it without, because I think you'd be surprised at how often you can remove the point strap and the saddle still stays in the correct place. While I'm here, I'll show you how we connect the straps, and this is an easy tie-on arrangement. So I'm going to take the strap and I am going to work it back by wiggling it, and I'm just literally going to put it through that loop there, like so. So that is really easy removable or replaceable if they need to be replaced in the future. You just literally push it through the hole, bring your strap back through the loop, and then pull it down. And this is our unique design of slider, and this keeps everything nice and neat and tidy and flat, so it looks like literally like a necktie.